The sun is out, so I'm going to cook a paella. Although we're all on lockdown still in this country, I'm going to cook a paella without any shellfish, because we haven't got any, or without any mussels and stuff like that, because we haven't got any. So what this is really a version of a chicken paella. The Spanish will hate me because I put chorizo in it. So what we're going to do, here's the pan. This is from the Big Green Egg. It's only a small one. The actual dish is named after the pan, a paella. Paella these. And so get that on there nice and hot. While that's heating up, we've got some stock in it. Well, actually it's not stock, it's going to be a couple of these Knorr chicken things put in that water, which is soaking a little bit of saffron here. That'll give the rice a nice colour. It's all about the rice soaking up the flavour. So we've got some onion, we've got some red pepper, bell pepper, some bacon chopped up. We've got some chorizo, of course the Spanish will hate me for putting that in. We've got some chopped, pardon, sorry, it's the Coke. Can't help it, it's the Coke. I'll be right now. We've got some chopped tomatoes, because I can't get any too much. Chorizo, beans and peas mixed, and some rice. And of course I'm going to pop that in there when that's boiling. Okay, so that's getting nice and hot now. So what we want to do is add some oil. I knew this was on the wonk. Look, it's all running down that end. So we'll have to be careful when we put the stock in. Get that nice and hot, as it is, and fry some of these. Are chicken thighs. There you go. We're going to put them in there and cook them a bit first. Mitch, can you get me something I can put under here to stop this being on the wonk? A long book or something, a long thin book. It's very difficult when you can't see the flame here, how you turn the friggin' thing down. So just brown these bits of chicken up. Yeah, they're sliding down there, you see, so that's slightly wonked.
What about this?
No, it's got to go under the whole length of it, you daft.
Oh, I thought it was only one couple of legs. No, well, no, I haven't got anything that long.
So this is a fucking disaster, so we're going to turn off and start again. As you can see,
oh my God.
fucking caught fire.
Oh, Jim.
I think that might be too hot. So after a quick edit, yeah, so we're just going to brown these bits of chicken up. And this is how I cook paella. It's difficult here because this gizmo I was telling you about in episode a couple ago, you can't see whether it's hot or not, you have to go by sound. And then it's a bit on the wonk. And we're taking our lives in our hand because, have you ever heard this? In the ground here, we saw loads of little piles of like ants' nest shit. And we have got burrowing bees. Okay. Well, they taste quite nice, apparently. I'm going to attempt to turn this up a bit. Let's just hope it didn't catch fire like it did in the outtake. No. That's it. You got a feeling that something's going to go wrong here? Right, so that's the chicken browning up nicely. Got a bit more of this in. Just hope that it doesn't catch fire. We're going to throw in some of these now. We'll do it all in one pot. Some people like to take the chicken out and put it aside, then put your bacon and your funny chorizo in. I like to just bung it all in. See how we get on. Beautiful day. Smirnoff. Right, in the meantime, while that's cooking, we've got the hot water and the saffron in here, so he's going to pop in a couple of the old Knorr stock cubes because I haven't had time to make up any stock. Give that a bit of a stir up. They're great, these little Knorr stock things. Don't be frightened of using them. Old Marco uses them instead of salt, you know. He'll make a paste out of a couple of chicken stock cubes and olive oil, rub that on the steak and cook that. I'll show you how to do that. Right, let's have a look at these. It's coming on quite nicely. Now I've got the heat down to non-Chernobyl. Okay, so that's your bacon, Chorizo and your chickens. Okay. I'm trying a bit of this. I think this is the way the Spanish do it. They just like to bung everything in. Get it all coated with the olive oil. Up the armpits. Now we should normally put some thyme in this. Mrs, get us a couple of thyme leaves, can you? There's a nice woman. Okay. I'm going to put these. And then, dun dun dun, he's only using a jar of Waitrose chopped garlic, that's all. Now you put as much of this in, or as little as you want. The trick is don't let it burn. Hello, missus. Okay. Now, sometimes I'll put chilies in this, but I'm not going to today. Hang on, Mitch. Because this is smoky paprika and it's quite hot. So we don't need too much of that. I reckon about that, I mean. We're going to coat that. It's all about what the rice tastes like. So it's having good stock from the old Knorr. Get that coated in there. Up the arm, burnt. Sounds like a Scouser then. Right, this is called Paella. We have this in Liverpool quite a lot, you know. This is, you can put anything in this. This is chicken, chorizo, bacon. You want to put peas, beans, and other stuff. But all around the world, different paellas are different things. Thank you, Michelle. Let's have some time. You pick it out the bits that the dog didn't piss up, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Now, if you was having this in Italy, I know it's probably the same dish, European. If you was having it in China, you'd put some cat in it, bat, fucking toad, frog, anything that's gonna... They must have stomachs like fucking cast iron, them Chinese people. I love Chinese food. I love Chinese people. We've got lots of Chinese people here. Every road has got a house on it. And if you watch Jethro on the site, go on the Royal Navy Royal Marines show we did, and Jethro had a point. He said, have you ever seen a Chinese funeral? No. What do they do with them? That's probably why prawn balls are so big. I've never seen a prawn with balls that big. Okay, so that's all in there now. That's pretty much cooking. So we're going to put some rice in. What I do, I just cover the top a little bit. I'll show you in a minute. There you go. We don't want too much. You could measure it all out, but I mean, come on. Doesn't matter. Bang it. Okay, so let's get me thing and I'll show you. Right, so that's what we got at the moment. Okay, you got that? So now I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir because I don't want to stir it in a minute. Put that on. Get that stock hot. The trick is to use hot stock. Right, so let's get this blended in to make sure that every grain of rice, and this is proper paella rice, don't use council house rice, no good. Certainly not Uncle Ben, as much as I like Uncle Ben, but I'm only going to mention things on this site that people will send me things if I plug it. So this is fantastic if you're cooking it on your new Princess yacht, made down in Plymouth. British yachts, Princess motor yachts, look them up. Fantastic. Right, so here we go. I'm going to increase that, dare I, and I'm going to throw in this hot stock. Here we go. The amount is enough to cover all the rice and cook it. That's what you want. There you go. Now, that's going to soak up. Get a bit of this funny old shit at the bottom here. I'll tell you what we can do with that. Mix that up with a little drop of wine. shake, make sure this is wine. Ooh. Yeah. A degrage our bottom of a pan. This is just a little bit of the stock that's gone a bit mushy, so we'll spoon some of that in as well. Okay, and we'll let that just cook for 15 minutes. Soak up the wine. Then we're going to put some more stuff in it. Okay, pay attention because I'll be asking questions at the end. Fucking bees everywhere. Right, okay, most of the liquid seems gone, so we'll turn this bloody great thing off. And we're going to cover this in the old tin foil. Silver paper. Don't have to be dead tight. I've lost my tea towel. So we'll just let it sit there. Let it sit there for 10 minutes before we serve it up. Okay. Normally a good way to gauge your paella is if the mussels have all opened up, but we haven't got any mussels. It's basically chicken and some sort of Spanish rice, really. So she's been resting there while it's just resting. So let's work out what we do. Hot paella pan, brown the chicken. Take the chicken out if you want, I don't. Brown the chicken, take it out. Add your chorizo and your bacon. Brown that, then add your onion. You can take them out as well if you need to. I leave them in. Put in your onions, your red peppers. Give it a good mix. Add your rice. Add your boiling stock that's got to add some saffron in it. Cover that up. Let it soak in for a bit, maybe 10 minutes. Then you can add your tomatoes, peas and beans, and just let it simmer for, I don't know, 20 minutes. Just about as long as it will take to cook rice. Then you want to add your clams and things and prawns and whatever. Prawns and clams, very simple. Another 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes I cover it up as well just to help the clams on. And the thing is take it off the heat, cover it up, and spoon it out. So let's have a look at what we've got. There's that nice crunchy burnt bottom. The rice seems cooked through. There's your chicken. There's your bits of chorizo. There's a few beans. And there you have it. A really, really quick council house paella.
Hi folks, this is your Prime Minister. Never mind those boring briefings about COVID or Brexit. Fantastic question. One I don't know the answer to. If you go into a bank now without a mask on, the alarms go off. Whereas in the old days, if you went in with a mask, the alarm would go off and the police would come in. Well, thank you for that question, asshole. I mean, Theresa May was the sort of woman, or is the sort of woman, who would go into DFS on a bank holiday Monday and come out having paid full price for a sofa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I mean, who'd have this job? Really? Everything's my fault, is it? It's my fault about the waspy women. I had nothing to do with it. I mean, how I don't even know how I came out for a bag of bloody sugar, but I seem to get the blame for everything. And it's just not fair.